Most people will use AI to lose money faster, and they will never realize that is exactly what the system expects. If that sounds uncomfortable, good. Because this is one of those truths that rarely gets said out loud, especially in public finance content. AI investing is misunderstood at a very basic level. And that misunderstanding is quietly separating people who build long-term wealth from people who stay permanently confused. Let's talk about what is actually happening right now. Most people think AI investing means prediction. They believe AI is about finding the next winning asset, timing the market better, or reacting faster than everyone else. That idea feels logical, but it is deeply flawed. AI does not magically create certainty. It increases speed, and speed without structure usually increases mistakes. This is why most retail investors who touch AI tools end up overtrading, overreacting, and overconfident. They mistake more information for better decisions. Smart money understands something different. They do not use AI to predict the future. They use it to control behavior. That difference sounds small, but it changes everything. The uncomfortable truth is this: markets do not reward intelligence as much as they punish inconsistency. And AI is not powerful because it is smart. It is powerful because it is unemotional. Most people lose money not because they lack information, but because they cannot execute boring decisions repeatedly without interference from fear or excitement. AI is extremely good at removing that interference. This is where the misunderstanding starts. When people with small accounts use AI, they often use it like a casino assistant. They ask it what to buy, when to sell, or what is about to move. They turn AI into a faster version of their own impulses. That is a losing setup. Smart money uses AI very differently, quietly, almost invisibly. They use it to build systems that reduce decision-making, not increase it. They use it to analyze behavior patterns, not price predictions. They use it to enforce rules, not to break them. This is uncomfortable for most people because it removes the feeling of control. Most people want to feel like they are making smart moves. Smart money wants outcomes, not excitement. Here is another uncomfortable truth. Small money actually has an advantage, but almost no one uses it correctly. Large capital is constrained. It cannot move freely. It cannot enter or exit positions without impact. It must prioritize liquidity and stability. Small capital does not have these problems. It can be patient. It can be selective. It can operate quietly, but instead of using this advantage, most people try to act like large institutions. They chase complexity. They chase activity. They chase the illusion of sophistication. This is where AI, when used correctly, flips the equation. AI allows small investors to build disciplined frameworks that used to require teams of analysts, not to predict markets, but to structure decisions. For example, I can help identify when a decision is being driven by emotion instead of logic. It can highlight inconsistency. It can track deviation from a plan. None of this looks impressive on social media, but it compounds. Smart money understands that the real edge is not being smarter than the market. It is being more stable than the average participant. AI helps enforce stability. Most people do not want stability. They want confirmation. They want validation. They want to feel early. AI does not care about any of that. This leads to a mindset shift that feels uncomfortable, but logical. Stop asking AI what to invest in. Start using AI to understand how you invest. That shift alone eliminates a huge percentage of mistakes. When AI is used as a mirror instead of a crystal ball, it becomes powerful. It shows you where you break your own rules. It shows you patterns you would rather ignore. It removes excuses. This is why AI investing feels disappointing to people who expect excitement. The real benefit is restraint. Another uncomfortable reality is that most people are not underinformed. They are overstimulated. They react to noise. They chase explanations. They adjust constantly. AI, used correctly, reduces noise. It simplifies inputs. It narrows focus over time. This creates something rare: consistency without burnout. That is where small money quietly outperforms, not by making bold moves, but by making fewer mistakes. Big money is obsessed with risk management. Small money is obsessed with returns. That obsession is backwards. AI helps small investors adopt the same defensive mindset without needing institutional resources. This is not exciting. It is effective. And that is why it is rarely discussed. Content that promotes calm, slow, rule-based investing does not go viral. Fear and urgency do. But behind the scenes, wealth is built quietly by people who understand that the real competition is not other investors. It is their own behavior over time. AI does not replace judgment. It protects it. It does not make you rich. It makes you harder to derail. If you are willing to accept that truth, AI becomes a long-term ally instead of a short-term distraction. And that is the part most people are not ready to hear. If you are interested in exploring investing in an eye from this quieter, more disciplined perspective, you may want to stay around. This channel focuses on long-term thinking, behavioral edges, and the systems behind sustainable wealth.